Jana here with you once again from HSRA, our Home Staging and Redesign Alliance. All right, we talked about the importance of aligning your calendar, time blocking. Go back and listen to that. Ramping up productivity is where we are today, and we are excited to share a few more nuggets of value for you that is new and fresh to you today. And here's the thing. This is about you taking this and integrating it into your life and into your business. What is going to sit well with you? What is the one thing that's the takeaway today that can make a small change to a next level within your mindset? It moves the lever for you. It takes you to another paradigm. It's a paradigm shift for you, a shift in your thinking, a shift in your actions. That's the nugget you're looking for as we share today. So, what problem are we trying to solve? What problem is your company trying to solve for people? If you can't answer this in like less than a sentence, it's a little phrase, then we've got to get clear on the problem we are trying to solve. So ramping up productivity starts here. Your clients, first you need to know, your team needs to know, and your clients need to know what problem. Yes, what are we trying to accomplish? But this is about problem. Your company has to solve one problem. What is the one problem that your company solves? This is like your big phrase. This is like your company name and the phrase that gets people, right? Whether it's we want to build businesses and leaders, but what problem? Do we feel like no one's a business or no one's a leader? No, we got to dig deep on what problem do businesses and leaders have. So is it a change in the mindset? Is it ramping up their productivity? Is it impacting their influence, right? Like growing their influence and impact. Like what problem do we solve? What does Model My Home solve? And then let me ask you this question. Now, if you've got several services, those services might solve a couple of problems. So for short-term rental operators, what problem do we solve for them? This is the next level. So we have our 30,000 foot view of what problem we solve for the real estate industry, period. Now for short-term rental, what problem do we solve for them? So when our marketing piece, Lala's working on some marketing pieces right now, right? So whenever our marketing piece says for builders, this is the problem we solve. For short-term rental hosts, this is the problem we solve. It all comes under alignment, under the umbrella of the main problem that you solve for real estate. But we have to know this. Your clients have to know it. Your internal team needs to know it. So that might be for some of you guys, like that's the one thing. That's the one thing that you've got to fine tune for your company so that we now can send the right message to the right people and measure that productivity, but also ramp it up where it needs to be ramped up. So if you know the answer to that right now, I want to know what overarching problem does your company solve for real estate? Let's get clear on that. So if you got that answer, definitely go ahead and put that in. And if you then take it to a next level and you've got a couple of different clients that you work with, like Lala and builders, and she's saying, I'm working on my marketing pieces right now. So we have to know, and it has to be first, the thing they see is the problem that you solve for those builders, okay? And it just has alignment in the DNA of the problem solving that your company does. So HSRA has to know the problem we solve. What's the one thing stagers staging companies need? In fact, I want to know that answer. What is the one thing that if you have a staging company, what's the one problem you have that you feel like you can't get beyond? It's the one sticking point right now. And don't just maybe say something general, but like get down to the nitty gritty of this. Like, what is the one thing? Does HSRA help solve marketing sales for you? Do we help you with your leadership and your mindset? Do we help? We've got to know this, but we first need to know what's the one problem that your company has that HSRA needs to solve. And then we know we're multifaceted, so we can talk about different subject matter and go deeper in that. So hopefully you're understanding how all of this fits with your company. It's the umbrella solve. Then it's for specific individuals. For short-term rental hosts, you may have a different, for us, if we've got education for them, we might be solving a different problem for them. One thing is, they don't know how to find a good quality staging company that can set up these properties for them. We solve that problem with our local partner network. So you've got to know the problem, and you got to know now the solution, and that has to be communicated through your marketing, and it has to be spoken about specifically in the sales process so that everything aligns here.